The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. Press coverage now from the secondary. Same tailback, another carry. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. Look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun running play call. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Going to try to use his legs here. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. The come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Third down coming up after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
First and long now after the penalty. And the quarterback dropping back. That's reeled in. It's Hampton. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. The pocket breaking down. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They're going to run it here. Mighty space at the 20. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll try a pass here. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Caught near the goal line.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And here's the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It has been a tough 1st half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. And they pick up the 1st down. Tackle at the 25.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
6th play of the drive coming up. Here comes a handoff. Running with purpose. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run the option. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Punt team ready to boot it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The pass rush closing in. And a senior making a disruptive impact play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down now after the sack. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Offense been in the reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Knox. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. 4th down completion to the left.
Love love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime in the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Pass caught, can he get in? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area, expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Handoff running right. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
First down and 10 now. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they stopped him, but not before. An explosive play moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Okay, ready?
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They're going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back's got it again. They can't stop him. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. Extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw over the middle. The pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense really clicking here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring it down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the option play here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Hey, it's a nice gain here. They get the first down to stop the clock, but late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
They might want to run that quarterback sneak as part of their base offense. That's 4th and 1. Maybe you get a yard or two. Instead, somehow the defense loses the quarterback, and he picks up a nice gain there.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And they get the completion. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, look out, the football is free. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play. It into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. They'll work the clock here with the running game. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They pick up the 1st down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance in that next round of the postseason.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Erickson. And they stop it just short of the defense, really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Here's the option play. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Grab near the sticks. It's Hampton. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Offense looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.